In this video,
This is really blowing my mind right now.
we'll be trying 3 different Chinese food experiences
What is in my mouth?
at 3 vastly different prices.
Oh!
In the USA, American Chinese food conjures images of fried rice, beef and broccoli, and good old General Tao's chicken. But real Chinese food
Is it white radish?
Nope, this, my friends, is fish lips.
What?
is so vast and varied, it could take you a lifetime to eat it all.
How many different types of foods can we put into the hot pot here?
Oh wow, more than 100 things. Wow.
Today, Calvin, Twin, and I are trying Chinese delicacies like you've never seen before.
I'm gonna go ahead and use my 20 years of culinary skill and really put together a dish that done through how am ya? All right, so
From the extremely affordable
this is Bambi, right? This is Bambi.
Oh no.
to the outrageously expensive.
For people who are sick, then they would eat this.
Now, does that cover mental illness?
Then you would need a lot.
And it all starts here.
We're starting at our most affordable location with this man right here. Sir? All right. That was close.
This is Mr. Phiêu, current owner of Toki, one of the oldest restaurants here in Saigon's dynamic Chinatown. Over 70 years ago, Mr. Phiew's grandfather achieved great success selling satay noodles with beef. But when Mr. Phiew's father became owner, he implemented an uncommon innovation.
Satay venison noodles using deer meat. Oh, I like that. First of all, we're in Vietnam. Where do you get deer meat?
He doesn't know exactly where this venison comes from. He just knows that somebody delivers to him what he calls them. It could be a venison dealer. Xã hội đen bán cho anh phải không? Xã hội đen.
Xã hội đen.
I'm looking at this deer right now. A lot of very, very lean cuts. Calvin, back me up. You went to French cooking school.
I did?
If you have a meat that's pretty lean, one of the best ways to still make it soft and enjoyable is 2 things. Cut it super thin and barely cook it.
Very exactly.
To properly thinly slice meat like this, you would have to probably freeze it and then use a knife and get it into tiny little pieces. No one has time for that because we have this machine right here, the Slice-O-Matic 5000. And I'm gonna help. Okay, here we go.
What?
Wow.
What? Wait.
That was ridiculously fast.
Deer meat is a gem for health fanatics.
How long would it take him to cook this venison before he bought the Slice-O-Matic 5000?
Around 1 or 2 hours for this whole thing.
It's extremely rich in protein, low in saturated fat, and filled with minerals and vitamins.
Now, when you slice up all the deer meat you need in a day, how long does it take?
It would take around 30 minutes. This has been 70 years since they started from his grandfather here in Vietnam. This dish originated from Thieu province in China.
Fantastic. This is pretty much all there is to it because I could do this all day. Is this hard for most people? Yeah, you said how means, yeah, most people couldn't get it done this quick, but I used to work in Applebee's. I expedited food once or twice. This comes second nature to me. We have our thinly sliced meat right here. The only thing left to do now is to see exactly how this dish is made.
First, blanch rice noodles with bean sprouts. Then layer in fresh greens. Now, submerge the sliced venison in their legendary sauté sauce, a combination of sauté powder and peanuts. Add fried shallots, soy sauce, coconut milk, and that viscous, steamy sauté broth. Finally, an aesthetically pleasing garnish.
My mouth is already watering. I cannot wait. I'm gonna go first just with some meat.
It tastes like a really lean, flavorful tenderloin.
It's softer compared to beef. I don't know if it's your amazing cutting skill back there.
Oh, that is very naturally spicy. Automatically, my sinuses are opened up. I feel it burning in my throat. It's interesting because it's kind of soft and firm at the same time. It's soft because it's so thin, but since it's not fatty at all, it has a little bit of firmness to it. Now I'm just gonna mix everything together. We've got soft rice noodles. I smell the fresh herbs.
Now on the table, there is some galangal root vinegar. I would sprinkle it on top, and so you do get some acid in that richness.
I love acid.
I love noodles.
Oh yeah.
He puts a little coconut milk in there to balance out the spiciness of the dish.
I'm not very good with spicy food. I think I need a little extra coconut milk. But it's a very subtle spice.
It creeps up on you?
Yeah,
It
and
stops
then-
you like a guy on Instagram?
Oh wow, that's a very interesting comparison. Yeah.
Happens to me too.
80,000 is not cheap for breakfast in Vietnam, or maybe I'm just poor. But they actually give you a lot of deer meat.
You're not gonna get this at the P.F. Chang's.
No.
You're not gonna get this at Panda Express.
Absolutely not.
But you can get it here in Vietnam.
Hot pot, the pinnacle of communal dining. Created in China, but craved throughout Asia.
Hot pot is a way of life.
Wow.
The perfect hot pot requires a delicious savory broth and plenty of plants and proteins to dip inside. Here at Spice World Hot Pot, their imagination for both has no boundaries.
How many different types of foods can we put into the hot pot here?
Oh wow, more than 100 things that you can dip. Wow.
This kitchen operates under the helm of Chef TIእዮም. They offer 9 different broth flavors, accompanied by the usual proteins like beef and meatballs. Then going more exotic with beef tripe and plump chicken testicles. But we're here for the most unusual offcut of all.
For those who are looking for something a little bit more unusual, off the beaten path, they've got food like this.
Sunny, what is this?
You're looking at a pig's uterus, twisted both physically and culinarily. It also happens to be the most expensive organ on the menu, also with a load of health benefits.
Oh, actually, it's good for my uterus. Oh, wow.
As healthy as its uterus may be, we can't consume it in its current form.
You see, this organ is far too big. It's untenable. Twin is gonna have to grab this and help cut it up into little pieces.
Can I leave now? Oh my god, it feels so weird. Where do I start?
From the head, he says. There is no head.
Good?
Yes.
Okay. Oh,
Are you gonna eat it?
More.
longer?
We don't want some tiny little pieces of uterus.
There's a lot of chunks inside, and if you squish it, it comes out.
Thanks to Twin's masterful meat cutting, we have hot pot ready pig uterus.
Twin, you did a decent, like super decent job of chopping up those organs. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to eat some hot pot.
For this meal, we'll be enjoying 2 of their hot pot flavors, the collagen broth and their signature spicy Sichuan broth. Since we're not insane, we'll be adding a few other courses to our table, like thin sliced beef, handmade meatballs, and a garnish of flying fish roe. Now, an onslaught of offcuts.
Right here, we have our second meal today and our second Chinese food experience coming in at a very medium price. On the table right now, we have the very typical stuff people would get when they get hot pot, but we also have some less common foods like chicken balls, duck gizzards, something I've never tried before, pig brain. You don't like brain?
No, I mean, it looks absolutely crazy.
Let's begin where people would usually start.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, it worked! It worked!
Now, with the beef, it's so thin, you can let it hang out there for a little bit, and then it's just gonna blanch it just enough.
This beef is really flavorful, super tender, great fat to meat ratio.
Well, now we're gonna spice it up. First, I'm dumping all of these testicles into the spicy side.
That's a huge testicle, by the way.
Here we have the black beef tripe.
It reminds me of what you wash your car with.
Oof.
Gizzards go in. I think by this time, the testicles will be done.
Oh, you think already?
Oh, I think they're ready.
Oh my God!
You got the big one too.
Wow, that was actually pretty good.
It tastes like soft tofu, but with very distinct flavor of chicken testicle.
I love it. I am a testicle lover.
Right here, this is
Like tripe.
This looks awesome.
Oh, this is chewier than I remember.
Maybe we put it in there too long, I'm not sure. But I like the texture because it's so thin.
It really soaked up a lot of that Szechuan essence.
Very spicy and numbing. What happened to the gizzards? They're tiny. I think we overcooked them. Oh, yeah.
It's like cartilage.
Oh, it's a great texture. That tastes amazing. Next, we're gonna try this brain.
Oh god.
I'm gonna slowly allow the brain to descend into the spicy broth.
Wow, they're changing the color a lot. Oh,
It's so lovely, right?
it's better than it looks. Oh wow.
This mixed with that broth, it's savory, it's spicy, and it's super creamy too.
I think brain is great. It's an ingredient that not many people in the West use. Nutrient-wise, it's amazing.
I eat it again.
Now it is time for this mega dose of uterus. The reason for the color is it's already been cooked a bit. These have been boiling for a couple of minutes now. I think it's gonna be awesome. I can't wait.
Oh, wow. It has a gaminess. Like I can taste what the pig ate.
This is full of this really spongy texture. It's almost like they stuffed an intestine with lungs. Everyone watching right now is like, yeah, these are really helpful references.
I thought it would adhere to the broth and take in all that flavor, but no.
For this, you need some kind of powerful, sticky sauce. But I don't mind it alone. when you're getting hot pot or going to any restaurant, don't just stick with the classics. Don't just stick with the A5 Wagyu. Ugh. Pick out some menu items you've never tried before, because the Chinese folks know what they're doing, and this is delicious.
In search of the most expensive Chinese culinary experience yet, we've come here, a restaurant using rare, expensive, and fairly unusual ingredients.
Sir, put her there.
All run by Chef Sun, a Chinese food artisan with 2 decades of experience.
We're here because of one very fascinating food. Have you heard of fish maw?
Maw?
Fish maw. It's the dried air bladder of a fish.
Could it be from a sea turtle?
Vậy bà đâu có hàng này.
This particular air bladder belonged to a bronze croaker.
One fish only has one of them. What you're holding here, Sunny, is $60 worth of air bladder.
That
Expensive.
is insane.
The crusty, dehydrated maw is steamed for 3 hours to bring it back to life. It's boiled with abalone, shiitake mushrooms, salt, sugar, MSG, and white wine.
If you went through surgery, by eating this, it will help you heal faster.
For people who are sick, they would eat this.
Now, does that cover mental illness?
Then you would need a lot.
Wow.
Make the perfect flavor blend by combining oyster sauce, chicken powder soup, MSG, and sugar. All that remains is the plating, an art form few have perfected.
I'm gonna go ahead and use my 20 years of culinary skill and really put together a dish that done through how, am ya? All right, so I want to start off with some lemon wedges here to bring up some of the acid level. Beautiful. We all need to have some vegetables. So we'll put some of these beautiful carrots underneath each of these lime here.
It sounds so confident.
After the carrots, we need some.
The school was definitely online.
Don't you think that might be affecting the flavor profile slightly?
Are you the chef? And then this creme de la creme. And then gold flakes on top of the carrot here. A little carrot beret, if I may.
Enough. No, enough.
Sunny.
Enough. Quick review. Twin, thoughts?
A+ for your effort. Technically, you destroy the food.
For me, I really enjoy the unbridled, unearned confidence of a Gen Zer.
Anh chấm bao nhiêu điểm?
Thế là không có điểm.
Không điểm.
Không điểm. Nói thiệt đó là không có đạt.
I think the best thing for us to do right now is to leave the kitchen immediately. We're gonna let you be alone in peace while you prepare this dish properly.
The fish maw, abalone, and mushroom join the plate with plenty of sauce. Finally, a garnish of broccoli. And just like that, he completes his exotic masterpiece. But before we try it, I've ordered a couple of mysterious appetizers.
I know what this is, you two have no idea. Take a look, 3, 2, 1.
Oh,
This, my friends, is fish lips.
what?
These are dried fish lips, and these are dried pig tendons. After 2 hours of steaming, they swell up nice and plump. Sauced up with their signature gravy, these lips are more tantalizing than whatever they injected into your favorite reality star.
Oh God, hot.
Super delicious gravy. Also, what is in my mouth? On one side, it's like a bathroom rub. It's kind of gelatinous and gooey. On the other side, just flat.
This is really blowing my mind right now. What?
I can't believe that it's fish lips. I'm so confused right now, but it tastes amazing.
Lips don't have any cartilage in them. They're just pockets of fat.
Yeah, man. What is
Did
this?
that?
Muscle. Oh, you might be confusing like with California chicks, their lips.
That is all collagen.
Up next, we'll be trying out the outrageously expensive sea cucumber. They boil it with seasonings, then stir fry with shiitake mushrooms and their signature gravy. Plate with plenty of sauce and broccoli for nutritional balance.
Are they usually this large in length?
Jeez, this is tough. Yeah, I'm not a biologist. It has a musk to it. Oh, distinctive. It's so soft and gelatinous, but coarse.
It's very fibrous. Every piece of that sea cucumber is just flaking off. The outside rind is rough, but everything together is just the silky smooth consistency. The sea cucumber is huge. This must be shared between 10 or 12 people.
That's a pretty good idea. We should have shared this. I don't know why I got 3 of them. I love it. It's so weird. It's so cool. It's one of the most unique textures I've ever experienced in my life.
When you eat nutritious food, it usually doesn't taste very good, but this one is so easy to eat. And yeah, if I have surgery, I need to heal faster, I would probably come here, order a sea cucumber.
Finally, everything has built up to this moment, the hyperclimactic fish maw.
Calvin, as I look at this now, I gotta say, you were real close with your garnishing.
Thank you, Sonny.
Let's start with the abalone.
Wow.
It has a good texture, like a dense mushroom. It tastes sweet like a scallop.
But this is the main event. This is what we're paying $60 for. The way it looks now is like a long, limp, translucent, kind of prophylactic tube. Wow, that's so mushroomy and gelatinous, squishy, almost like a fatty feeling to it.
I feel immediately better when I eat this.
It's like regenerative.
It is.
It's like eating stem cells.
You can't eat a stem cell.
Show me some stem cells, I will eat them.
It's my first time eating fish maw. Much better than I imagined.
I think I know why it's expensive.
Why?
Time. To dehydrate a fish maw, rehydrate it, and then braise it and cook it in a beautiful royal setting.
It is such an evolved process that is something that I really admire about Chinese food. Today we ate at 3 different Chinese food restaurants at 3 different price points. Which one gave you the most bang for your buck, Twin?
I think I have to go with the third one. 3 courses, and they all go under crazy transformation.
So you think that's the best value, even though it was about $300 per person?
Because you pay for it.
Do you know what value means?
All right, good. Thank you for your answer, Calvin. The most bang for my buck today, Sunny, was location number 2. Hot pot is such a great experience. You don't get much hot pot anywhere else in the world, but in Asia, it's abundant. And to be able to order foods like the uterus, it's something that you can't get anywhere else.
I also enjoyed number 2 the most. That is the most bang for your buck. You can literally order noodles, vegetables, and mushrooms and have a great meal still. But if you want to spice things up, get a little bit of steak and get a little bit of uterus. Just let me say it. And get a little bit of uterus. Just let me say it. Oh, and get a little bit of... Best Ever Food Review Show is a small team of independent creators, and everything we do here works because of you guys. Click the link in our description to join our Patreon and receive exclusive benefits. A peace. Turn off the lights so I don't look crazy. Turn them all off. I'm gonna look hot.
This looks like the most lovable creature of them all.
Lovable. Would you like to be alone with it?
Ooh, testicles. Don't mind if I do.
So for this, I think you want some kind of powerful sticky sauce.
This whole thing, you can make it into 4 servings, and it would cost around $23.
Each serving costs, Vietnamese people always have to turn it into an SAT math question. Calvin, did your mom or dad ever talk to you about how getting pregnant works?
There's a bird, there's a mailman, there's a bear.
Oh,
You?
whoa.
I said you. So, guys, that is our video. Our second video here in Saigon, trying cheap, expensive, and medium foods. I hope you enjoyed it. This is Twin right here. Thank you so much for joining today. You can follow her on her Instagram. Here is her Instagram handle. Gentlemen, be polite if you write DMs, or even better yet, don't write anything at all. Then right here we have Calvin, FKN Deliciousness on Instagram, on YouTube. Follow him and his fun food journeys here in this country and beyond. Guys, that is it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Triple P's. Peace. All right.
I have no money to pay for that seat.
So yeah, here's the thing. I wanted to talk about if we could lay out a payment plan, like a loan. You can pay me back gradually. What do you think about a 30-year fixed balloon loan?